Alright, so welcome to Tech Girl. In this video, I'll show you how to recover a previous version of a page. I was doing some tests earlier on this page, so we're going to use this page. So if you look right here, I have this table of contents block. For some reason, by mistake, I deleted it and accidentally updated the page. I just went back to my WordPress dashboard, and a few hours later, I come to find out that the table of content block was not there, and I removed it by mistake. And suppose in that block, a lot of settings were there, etc, and now you don't want to rebuild the whole thing, or in a worst case scenario, you just deleted the entire page content, and now you're left with trying to recreate the page again. Well, of course, you don't have to do that. Within WordPress, there is this inbuilt feature. So basically, if you toggle this setting right here, and then you go over to your page settings, then you'll see something here called revisions. If you click on revisions, you'll see something like this. Now, this is a lot of mumbo jumbo that you may or may not want to understand. All the data here, it's not really that hard to decode, but the easiest way to restore your page would be to remember at what time frame the page was alright, or remember around when you edited the page and then you mistakenly deleted a few things or made some unwanted changes, and then go back to that time. And it seems this right here is where I removed the table of contents. So this is not what I want. So I want a version previous to this where I had my table of contents. So it's going to be this one. So if I click on restore this revision, what's going to happen is you can see my table of contents is right here. So there you go. This is one way to restore your page to the previous version. There's also an autosave feature within WordPress which saves the page. If you made some changes and suppose your electricity went out or something, then 8 out of 10 times WordPress might be able to recover whatever you had if you hadn't saved that. Now I know this one's a bit different and it's not exactly restoring it to a previous version, but I'm just letting you know. So now the next method we're going to jump into is going to be using a backup plugin. Now granted, if you don't have a backup plugin and then you made some changes and for some reason it was not in your revisions as well, then you can't do much. But what you can do is you can get a backup plugin and create backups of your site before you make any changes or after you make some big changes, or you can schedule backups. Basically, the plugin will take a backup whenever you ask it to. You just have to put in the settings, and within certain intervals it will take a backup of that site. I have this backup migration plugin right here by Backup List that comes in with Taste of the P. Simple, pretty easy to use. I think this is like every other backup plugin out there. You basically create a backup, and I think within this plugin you can select what you want to backup. You can just go ahead and you can check all these boxes right here and create a backup. This might take a little bit of time. Once that is done, you should be good to go. You can either download your backup, or what you can do is you can go into manage and restore backups, and all of your backups will be right here. Suppose I want to recover my entire site from this point on, then I'll just click on restore, and then my entire site will be reverted back to that point. Now granted, this method will revert your entire site and not just the page, but yeah, your page will be included in that rollback. So yeah, be careful of that. This thing will revert your entire site, so if you have any other changes in any other pages, then those changes will be rolled back as well. So there you go. That's how you revert any unwanted changes in your pages in WordPress. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Take care.